Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since I made a video, but one of my subscribers asked about my industrial piercing and wanted me to kind of talk a little bit about it and the process and, if it's horrible and stuff like that. For those of you who didn't realize, I have a hole in my ear. I have two actually, and a bar, kind of wavy bar, connects them, and that is my industrial piercing. I got it when I was 18, freshman in college. It was supposed to be my, oh my gosh, I'm 18, I can do something crazy thing, and I went and got this done. It cost, I got in it was 2008, I was 18. It cost me $175 to get it done. Because remember to keep in mind that it is technically two piercings, it's two cartilage piercings essentially. So $175 to get it done. And that was just the beginning. It hurts a lot. If you're not good with pain, I don't recommend it because, they got to go through your ear twice. So if you're already starting to move and flinch by the first one, that's not good for the piercer who's doing it, So if you're not good with pain, I wouldn't recommend this piercing. If you're kind of lazy when it comes to taking care of piercings or just yourself in general, I don't recommend this piercing simply because it takes a long time for it to heal. It takes a long time for it to heal. And you really have to do your due diligence in taking care of it or it will get infected. To give you an idea, it took my piercing 9, 10 months, almost a year for it to completely heal up and be whole, so much to where I could spin it and it didn't hurt and it didn't start bleeding. Almost a year until I could do that. And that was with me cleansing it regularly like I was advised to. That was with me just being extra careful, and it still took that long. And along those 9 months, both piercings, like both holes, got infected once. And I had to squeeze out the pus and stuff from them. I did it myself. I didn't go to like a hospital or anything, but I had to get the pus removed from them and stuff. And I had to take out the bar because it wasn't helping with the healing process and the infection. So there was a lot of just maintenance that comes along with this piercing. That if you're not the type of person to stay on top of things like that, this piercing will be exponentially more painful for you than it needs to be. Your ear will be very sore 2-3 months after you get the piercing. I mean, I couldn't sleep on my right side for pretty much the first semester of college because if I slept on my right side, my ear just hurt all the time. And then also, if I just moved too much or rubbed my face against the pillow a little too hard, it would break, the hole again, essentially, and it would start bleeding. So then I'd wake up with a bloody pillow. Or, that was awkward. And then there'd be times, I wouldn't realize it was bleeding, and I'd be sitting in a dining hall eating, and someone comes up to me your ear is bleeding, right? And there's dried blood down my neck, and so it's a little embarrassing. So, keep that in mind with the piercing, because it is kind of just, ooh, a lot of it, but to that credit, a lot of it does depend also on just your body and how your body heals, and, everybody's a little different. So, there's that too. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, it did keloid. I don't know if y'all know about that. Keloiding is kind of like this effect, this kind of scarring effect. Once again, everybody's different. Some people, when they cut themselves, they keloid, which is the skin kind of makes this sort of just hump over the cut or whatever. And I'm not a doctor, but Google it, and yeah, so mine did keloid on both actually. I'll try to show it to you if I can. Over the years, it has slowly subsided to where you kind of can't really see that it keloid anymore, but it used to be really prominent, which sucked, and I hated it, but now it's slowly going away. Those are the things to think about if you're gonna get this piercing. Once again, and also, you know, make sure you check out the parlor you're going to. Don't just go to some backwards place to get your piercing done. You know, make sure they're being sanitary, make sure they're, you know, just on the up and up. You know, don't be going to some side street place to get a piercing done. Go to a professional, please, who knows what they're doing. Please pay the extra money, go to someone who knows what they're doing. So yeah, those are all the major things that I would say about getting this piercing. I don't regret getting it, even after all of that nonsense and ridiculousness. It is like a part of who I am now. I think since 2008, I've taken it off, like completely off, and not for like cleaning purposes or anything, but just off to just not have it on at all. Maybe once or twice. I want to say I took it out for my wedding because my mom really wanted me to take it out for my wedding. When I got married, I want to say that I took it out for my wedding to appease my mother for the pictures. I never took it out during like a job interview or anything like that. Didn't really feel the need. And this was back when I was starting locks, so my hair was pretty short, so it was always pretty visible. Now it's like, you know, hit or miss. You might see it, you might not with my fro, or if I have, you know, extensions in or whatever I'm doing. So some people see it, some people don't. But yeah, that is my industrial piercing. I hope that helps you, subby, who asked for this video. If you decide to get one, be safe, please. Be safe. And I will see y'all when I see y'all.